Jeff Holey here. I'm a senator from the 6th District in the west side of Spokane County. Well, the west and north side now with redistricting. Districts moved around a little bit. Used to be all the way down to Freeman, Valley Ford, which had a bunch of farm property on the south side. Now I go north all the way to Deer Park, actually Aloika Lake, and the bottom of the district is just south of I-90, west side of the county. It's a different demographic, kind of a different feel to it. The district really, of and by itself, hasn't changed dramatically when it comes to the sentiment of the people, which is moderate Republican. They're looking for, quality decisions made for the right reasons, and I'm happy to be able to provide that and not have to have some sort of a perspective here maybe that's uncomfortable for many out there. This is a great district to allow a degree of freedom and making good choices for good reasons. So I've spent the last 10 years between the House and the Senate actually in the Higher Education Committee. I've been the ranking member for years. That's a completely different vibe from just recently when the ranking member for the Law and Justice Committee actually retired, Senator Mike Padden. They're looking around for a replacement. Well, there's only one attorney left in caucus and one law enforcement officer left in caucus, and coincidentally, they're both me. So I was the obvious choice to fill a position. It is the highest volume committee in the legislature, and the issues are all by nature two things. It's kind of a catch-all when you say, law and justice. Well, that's everything we do is law or justice, and it has to do with public safety in particular. That fits right into my background. In law school a long time ago, I Rule 9'd as a city prosecutor. Since retiring after Spokane Police Department, after 22 years retiring as a detective, I was a case manager at the time. And so I got to work with the prosecutor as a first seat in the courtroom and helped him process the litigation. The defense attorney that beat me more than anybody else, I actually went to work with him after he retired. And I did all the civil work in the office, and he continued to do the criminal work in the office. But what was really strange about it was that I was looking at the other side of the equation. So I've seen almost all of Les Schwab country when it comes to law enforcement, public safety. Executive branch as a police officer, legislative branch here last 13 years, and the judicial branch as an attorney. So this is kind of a natural fit for me. I'm finding that I'm getting up to speed quicker than I expected, and some of the issues are so predictable as to be serial. You see them after a dozen years in the legislature coming around again with a whole new staffing and a whole new cadre, of members within the legislature, House and Senate, that sometimes the lack of institutional memory would make us a little more efficient, I think, if we had some memory about the things we've done that didn't go well before. Well, last 5 years here, I decided to build a garage at home, and it kind of got out of control. And my wife absolutely was supportive of this, which made it doubly intense. It's a large garage. It ends up being a man cave, and I'm kind of a car guy anyway. I like playing with old cars, and so it's a joy to have that. But other time, in the fall time, I love hunting birds. Eastern Washington, that's just ripe. It's a perfect place for it, and I have access to property on the top of the West Plains between Wilbur and Creston, and it's a gorgeous area out there. And actually, I get so far out in the bushes, I don't have cell phone coverage, which is a blessing these days. I used to snow ski, skied just about every major ski hill this side of the Mississippi through the years. Somehow legislative session seems to get in the way of that every year, and so I've lost that habit. The rest of it is I've got kids that are married and sort of involved in their lives too, and it's all good. The things I do for fun, I have to say that the things I get to complain about are a joy to be able to complain about those and not have the real issues out there that confront us, that cause real problems in life.